Hello and welcome back to another Foxy Hotel live stream here, live on Twitch on Truly Bedrock Season 4. Oh, wait a minute. That's not me. That's not me, guys. I'm stood here. Jeez, I can't believe you thought it was me. Weirdos. Jeez. Pixie Enchanted, 87, has subscribed at Tier 1. They've subscribed for 7 months. Thank you very much, Pixie Enchanted, for subscribing for 7 months. How's everybody doing today? What's going on? How's everybody enjoying January? Are we all having a good time? Is January just the best January you ever did have? I think it is. I think it's your favourite January. Beetroot for your thoughts, says Will Slime. No beetroot. Not enough snow, says Chewbacca. Cold, says Slow Molasses. It can be a bit chilly. Speaking of beetroot, a bit of a spoiler for Friday's video, but I've been pranked. I've just started replacing. You're going to see it because we're going to be working outside today, so there's no point in trying to hide it. But yeah, I've started replacing a lot of it with wheat, but I need more seed. Well, I've got more seeds, but I don't want to, go and show off that bit too much because that hasn't. I don't want to spoil that. Anyway. Today, we're going to be doing landscaping, hooray! First time chat from viewer Theron says, "Hi mate," but it's spelled M8 because it's cool. Thanks. Hello. How you doing? Nice to see you. What's going on? Wake me up on March, says British dude John. I won't. I will not wake you up. If you choose to fall asleep through all of the months, that's on you. Midscats!
Just subscribed.
New person to the channel here.
28 months you've had to put up with me just on here.
Subscribe for oh my goodness me. Subscribe for 28 months. Saying a whole 28 months you've had to put up with me just on here. Oh, poor Mitts. Poor Mitts. You're doing long time. I don't know what you did to have to deal with this, but Sparrow says, "We love landscaping, especially landscaping with Foxy commentary." Good. Excellent. First time chat from viewer Aquio says, "How's it going?" It's going all right, thank you. So today, I really want to get this area motoring. I want to get things in place. I want to get it to feel like something's actually going on. And you can hear, I don't want to spoil it, but it's a bit hard to not look at it. There's a build down there that I've done. I want more builds up here, but that's not really landscaping. And I want to get these rivers and stuff sorted out. I've been putting off doing it because it's going to be difficult because it's all underneath here. And I don't really want to work underneath here for obvious reasons, but we're going to have to, I guess. So I think that's probably what we should concentrate on first. So I guess the thing we need to do is pick a couple of materials. I'm only going to pick 2. I'm going to be really stingy with it because you're not going to see them anyway. As materials for the riverbed. And I think dirt and probably cobblestone. Maybe 3 materials. Maybe dirt, cobblestone, and stone would make good materials for the riverbed. What do you think, peeps? And the good news is we got a whole lot of it. In fact, I don't have much cobblestone, but I do have an awful lot of stone. I got an awful lot of dirt, and I've got plenty of cobblestone. But I'm gonna have to go cobblestone mining at some point. Mining for cobblestone. Hands up in the chat if you go mining for cobblestone. I just use a cobblestone generator. That's cheating. That wasn't a question I asked. Okay, jeez. Are you making Mitts pay to be a mod? Wormy man, Mitts pays pretty much 95% of my wages, so yes. Chewbacca says, "Sorry I missed the YouTube stream on Monday." Don't worry, it's okay. You can watch it anytime like. It's available on my YouTube channel. The YouTube streams go on my main channel because it does good things for me with YouTube analytics. I don't squirrel them away on my second channel. YouTube live streams very good. Keep it simple, says Pirate Danny. I'm gonna. All right, jeez, I'm trying. Lawful Meteor here with some knowledge on us. So Jessie B has been slacking in the lighting up under your build department. Yep, absolutely, she has. Not lit up underneath my build at all. How dare she? Caveman-ish is a first-time chatter saying, New to your streams, but been watching your YouTube for a hot minute. Loving everything. Oh, brilliant. Well, I'm glad you've been watching my videos for a hot minute. It's better than watching them for a cold minute, I can assure you. That phrase doesn't really translate to the UK. I've heard people say it a lot, but I don't know what it means. What is a hot minute? Does that mean a short amount of time? Or does it mean a long amount of... What does it mean? But what does it mean? You can't just throw new words at me and expect me to understand it. So, I've read that one. I did. Too early for me in New York, says Chewbacca. You did what? I'm not listening or paying attention. Today's rant, remind me about it because we're going to start it a bit later on when there's more people. Oh, there's actually quite a lot of people here, jeez. Today's rant is going to be about Twitter. Yay! What do you mean rant? Well, we haven't had a rant for a while on a live stream, have we? So might as well make it about something interesting. It's not very interesting. Well, don't worry about it. It's fine. Auntie Dizzy's here, saying, hi, I made it to the beginning of a stream. Huzzah! Huzzah, Auntie Dizzy. Good job. Jimadiah? First time chatter says, how long would you hold a hot thing? No time at all. So we say a hot minute. Oh, okay. Why don't you just put it down? Why have you got to hold a hot thing? I don't understand. Why are you going around holding things that are clearly too hot? You're all maniacs. Can I put it down? No, you got to hold it. Can I wear gloves? No. What about holding it with tongs? No, your bare hands. Burn them. But there's got to be a more convenient way to do this. No. We got to make a stupid phrase that doesn't mean anything in order to make it work. All right, what's the phrase going to be? A hot minute. What's that got to do with holding anything? Nothing at all, but it makes sense. It doesn't. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. A hot minute seems longer than a minute, says Will Slime. Yeah, in Midwest, hot minute can represent a long period of time. Oh, okay. So you just make it up as you go along, is what you're telling me, basically. That no one actually knows what a hot minute is. You just all say it and hope that people understand what you're talking about. Understood. I see. We're uncovering the truth here on Foxy No Tail live streams. Caveman who says American English has no logic, apparently. Absolutely none. Right, speaking of... Oh no! All of my dirt's going to turn to grass. No, don't... Oh, jeez. I didn't think it would if it wasn't connected. Stupid grass. Right. Can anybody think what my issue is with Twitter today? There is a bit of a clue on Twitter. If you look at what my latest tweet is, but I'm not going to tell you in the stream until one of you figures it out. Well, just go look then. Don't look, that's cheating. Fly. What are you building here, mister? Says Sonic Power. I'm building the bottom of a lake bed, basically. A stream bed. The bottom of a ditch. Stream. Stop spreading down a whole block. It's cheating. Jeez. I thought once it got water on it as well, it didn't, like, stay. I thought it turned to dirt once it was wet. But I'm sure, like, there's grass underneath. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's just because it was running water down here. Yeah, no, we'll be all right. It'll all go away again. Mit's cheating. Mit's cheating. Mit's has looked at the channel. She's found out what I said on Twitter, and she's cheating. Yeah, full of advertisements of streams and videos. Yeah, okay. So, I've called out my fellow content creators. Something I used to do myself. Haven't done it for a long time. Miss will attest to that because it used to be her job. Something that so many people do and it's become commonplace. I don't know how many people here use Twitter. Hands up in the chat if you use Twitter, actually. Hey, Foxy loves the streams. Currently rewatching TV Season 1, says T. Doolin. Wow, thank you very much. And thank you for chatting for the first time. Block ads on your router, says Chewbacca. No, it's not ads. It's my fellow TB members and other people that I follow as content creators posting ads of their videos and streams going live. So my issue that I take issue with is people going, hey, I'm live, come watch my stream. Or, hey, I've posted a video, go watch it. Which is fun. I get why they do it. And like I said, I used to do it myself. But I want to talk about it because it makes no sense to do it. And it's more off-putting than it is doing you any favours. And I can say this from a point of... Oh, I need to go down another level here. I can say this from a point of education here because I've done it. I used to do it and I stopped doing it. And since I stopped doing it, less people have been unfollowing me on a regular basis. And I haven't lost any viewers to my videos or any watchers to my streams because of it. But Twitch, people do it because they think that it's driving in that couple more people that follow them on Twitch to watch their videos or watch their live streams. And it really isn't. All it does is it basically gives people a reason to not be interested in what you're writing. Twitter's a funny place. It's a little bit like YouTube in a way, where if you're watching a YouTube video, unless that video jumps out at you and takes your interest within the first few seconds of it being on, this is maybe something of someone you've never watched before, you will flick off within the first few seconds and go find another one. That's generally how it works. And Twitter's very much the same thing. You follow people because you're interested in what they have to say. But it's so easy to like suddenly get really annoyed with what one person has to say because all they're doing is saying stuff that it doesn't relate to you, or you don't like it, or you don't respond to it. So you just unfollow them. And that's fine when it's like celebrities, people we don't know. But when it's your friends and your work colleagues and people you work with that you want to follow because you want to support, when your Twitter feed is just full of, hey, I've gone live, hey, I've posted a video, it's just frustrating because you just think, oh, well, I know because I follow you on Twitter, I've subscribed to you on YouTube, or I'm in your Discord, or there's a way that you've notified me through the official channels. You're not doing yourself any favors at all posting to me on Twitter, right? Two people said they use Twitter. So basically my rant is that I wish content creators would get out of this habit, which is only a habit because they see other people doing it and they get FOMO. They fear of missing out. They think other YouTubers are doing it, other streamers are doing it, so I better do it, otherwise I might be missing out. And you're absolutely not missing out. Not missing out at all. All you're doing is actually putting potential people off that have followed you on Twitter to stop following you on Twitter. So that's one side of it. And the other side of it, I've just completely forgotten. So we won't talk about that for a minute. I'll try and think of it. What was the other side of it? Other people's thoughts or opinion on this. Theron says it makes sense. It does make sense. Nobody has ever followed anyone on Twitter because they wanted notifications of when they went live on their live stream. That's why you follow them on Twitch. Or that's why you subscribe to them on YouTube, to get those notifications. You don't follow someone on Twitch to be notified of them dropping stuff like that. It just doesn't make sense to do it. But what was the other thing I wanted to say? Jeez. Mr. Balrog says, yes, I have. Well, you followed someone on Twitter just to get that? Because new YouTube notifications don't work for me. Well, all right. There's an edge case for it then. But is that why you have Twitter? What is FOMO? Is that what FOMO is, says Mike on Switch? Yeah, FOMO is the fear of missing out. I don't mind half as much when Twitch's notifications are a bit slow, says Jemediah. Creeper wants to give you a hug, they do, yeah. I thought FOMO was a bad hairstyle, says Mike on Switch. Could be. Could be two cases of FOMO. Two uses for it. What was the other thing I wanted to say about those things? Oh, it's really annoying me now that I can't finish my argument. Because it was like the better part of the argument. Oh well. It'll come back to me. Probably after the live stream when I go on Twitter and realise what it is. I follow developer content creators that create tutorials from various platforms, including Pluralsight, which don't offer that kind of notification at all. But that's not people going live on Twitch or dropping videos on YouTube, Mr. Balrog. I understand what you're saying there, sir, but that's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about my particular personal experience of content creators that are creating videos or going live, rather than relying on the notifications from those platforms are just spamming it on Twitter and making me want to unfollow them. And I don't want to unfollow them because a lot of them I work with and a lot of them I want to support. And a lot of them I find they're really interesting. They have interesting things to say. But I don't want to, I just end up going, this tweet doesn't interest me, and clicking on that so many times that person no longer comes up when they do say something interesting. Post it on Twitter, says Chewbacca. I did. I opened YouTube because I saw a stream notice before seeing was Twitch today. Says Jamadai. Do you mean you went to my YouTube channel before Twitch to watch this stream? Is that what you're saying? Sure. All my notifications on my Discords. Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Maybe we need a platform. Maybe what we need is a new platform, a new social media platform that's not Twitter, it's not Twitch, it's not something that you use for one thing, but then you're sort of misusing it for another thing, which is taken away from it. Maybe you need something a little bit like Discord, but again, Discord is useful for one thing, so we don't really want that just clogging up with loads of notifications and spam. What if there was an app or something that we could put in all of the people that we followed, and it notified us of all of the things that they're doing? Right? How many people would find that useful? If there was an app on your phone that you could put in every streamer or content creator that you liked, or even those things that you're on about, Mr. Bolrog, that are not YouTube or Twitter or Twitch, sorry. And every time somebody did it, it gave you a notification. Make that Minecraft add-on, says Chewbacca. No, genuinely speaking, would people find that useful? Because I've spoken about why YouTube don't always notify you a few times, and I'm happy to go into that again in a minute. But something where all of your notifications for those things are just not... They're all in one place, but not on Twitter. What if Twitch and YouTube got their notifications right, says Pirate Danny? The thing is, well, Twitter maybe not. But they're probably doing the same thing as YouTube. YouTube does get its notifications right. YouTube is saving itself from people stopping using the platform altogether. The reason you don't get notified about everyone you're subscribed to, and sometimes not everybody you've rung the bell to, is because YouTube will not send you, or Google service as a whole will not send you more than a certain number of notifications per day, because what happens is people get frustrated with their devices pinging and notifying them all the time, and then they end up deleting those platforms, or they turn off notifications altogether, which means they're spending less time engaging with those platforms. And when people are spending less time engaging with those platforms, YouTube and Google are not making as much advertising revenue. So they're very careful. I bet if you was only to follow and regularly watch one person on YouTube and you rung their bell, you would, and they released a video every day, you would get notified about that video every single day. But if you don't watch that video for a couple of days, YouTube thinks you've lost interest and they don't notify you, because you're probably already subscribed to loads of other channels as well, and they don't want to be pinging you 3 or 4 times a day to say, hey, somebody else has gone live or someone else has just dropped a video. So they do that on purpose. It's not a problem, it's not a bug. And yes, it's frustrating when you want to be notified of that, but they have to generalize based on the entire audience that uses their platform. Lighted Candle says, I like how you can search in Amazon and see what's free on Netflix and Hulu. I wouldn't use yet another social media, says Parrot Daddy. It wouldn't be social media, would it? It'd be more like be no different from having your diary on your like a schedule or an agenda app on your phone, where you just, if you could be bothered to go through, if everyone had a perfectly set schedule and you could set every day that you knew that what time they were going to go live, and it saved that in your diary and notified you, then that solved that problem, hasn't it? But people don't, because YouTubers and content creators, schedules change, or they might go live unexpectedly when there's a certain event going on, or maybe when they've just got a bit of free time that they weren't expecting. So an app that's not for chatting, not for comments, not for likes, not for engagement, that you just put in which people that you like on Twitch and YouTube or whatever other platforms you like, and it just actually notified you when they were doing something, I think would probably be quite useful for some people. But then I think it would suffer from what Google obviously clearly have realised, that people would get fed up of being notified by the app all the time, and they would just end up turning it off and not engaging with it. Unless the YouTuber is kid-friendly, I can't get notifications for those, says Lawful Meteor. What do you mean? I sit and spam my subscription page several times a day to find new content because I don't get those notifications, says Mr. Balrog. Have you got your notifications turned on, would be my first thought. Have you rung the bell on the channels you want notifying for? And how many people are you subscribed to that you've rung the bell for? What if you're able to prioritize the notification? It says, well, that's what YouTube tried to do. They try to prioritize it based on who you watch more regularly. So you'll get notified more of people that you watch more regularly, or if a video has been, that one of the people you follow has been particularly like well received. If it's gone down really well, it's a particularly viral video, they're more likely to show you that one than just sort of the generic videos that get put out. So there is a system in place. Beardstone is set to kid friendly, won't let you set notifications for him. I'm set to kid. Oh, I see. What, he puts his content as content it's made for kids? Why would he do that? That doesn't make sense. Tell him he's a maniac. Says Foxy says. Apparently, says Lawful Meteor. Well, my content must be listed as safe for kids because I get a lot of my videos will show up on the YouTube Kids app. It doesn't affect people getting notifications about my content. And my Oliver has the YouTube Kids app, which now lets you subscribe to YouTube Kids channels and then get notified when they drop a video. So I don't think that whatever's happening there is what people think is happening. Sounds like something's broken to me. That's what YouTube tells you. Really? That's really weird. I'm glad for all the social media, so if one doesn't notify, have all the others means I don't miss it non-existing. So you like the fact that people spam Twitter with that they've gone live or they've dropped a video. It's just me then. It's just me that finds it incredibly irritating. The only reason I'm on Twitter is to share information I find interesting and to find information that I find interesting. And the accounts I follow are generally ones, apart from people that I support that like content creators and friends, are generally ones that I am looking forward to the information that they put out on. So when they start just spamming absolute junk that have doesn't mean anything to me, like when they've dropped a video or gone live, I just find it annoying because that's all my Twitter feed is now, because I follow so many content creators and they all do the same thing. It's just frustrating, personally for me. Also to discuss Encantos is non-existing. Well, I find that interesting, yeah. Like my little mini movie review. I've written another one for the Matrix 4 that I was thinking of dropping at some point, but it's a little bit more of a moany one and I didn't know if it was too negative. So that's the other thing I don't like to see loads of on Twitter. And I know I rant and I moan, and that's pretty much what I'm doing now. But channels that just moan, that just constantly got a problem, that like, oh, the world's rubbish and I don't like it and everything's hard and I feel ill and I'm too tired and I'm fed up with this, and I just think, that's not what this is for. You're bringing other people down with you. Be more positive. I don't feel positive. Well, fine, but just, keep off Twitter then. Mitt says, I find it very frustrating as well, having my feed constantly filled with it. Yeah, I didn't know on Twitter, but I found out the other day that you can actually mute certain words. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to mute. The thing is, I don't know what to mute for that. Maybe like watch it now, or so I don't want to mute the word video and I don't want to mute the word stream. Maybe I could mute the links like youtube.com. I don't know. Do your packs work on console, or are they limited to PC and MCPE? They will work on console. The problem is getting them on there, Cavemanish. It's not an easy thing to do. Not an easy thing to do at all. I don't do good with Eeyore style people either, says Dragon Rider. Yeah. I understand when you're feeling rubbish and you just want somebody to, you want a bit of, you know, a bit of sympathy and you want people to be there for you. I get it. And sometimes you just feel like a little bit lonely and you feel like you want a bit of attention. So I get it. But when it's all the time, it's just really irritating. It's really irritating. Okay, I get it. You don't feel well. You're having a bad day. I get it. We're all struggling, mate. We've all got problems. It's not just you. Ah. Suggested terms: Foxy No Tail, Foxy No Tail, Foxy No Tail Marcus, Foxy No Tail Playheads. Mute HTTPS, says Chewbacca. But no, because a lot of the tweets I like have got links in. So I follow obviously all of the Minecraft development team, and a lot of them put out a load of rubbish that I'm not interested in, but they'll often drop really useful stuff about Minecraft and news. I don't want to miss out on all of that. And this is what the point I was getting to. This is why you end up thinking, do you know what? I'm just going to unsubscribe to that person, because as much as they do drop something occasionally that I like, or I like what they're saying, there's just way too much of the other stuff for me to care about it anymore. I don't have time to sit and, you know, look through all of these posts from people that are just not relevant to me. So I don't know, that might make me just sound like a not very good friend or a not very nice person, but it's something I do daily. I have to do all of these things as part of my job. Every single day I'm on Twitter making sure, you know, thinking of something I should say, or looking through what other people have said, or looking for information, like I said, on Minecraft to know what's up with the game or what other people are up to keep up to date with how other people are getting on. And it becomes a little bit tiresome. The best solution, the world would be a better place if everyone did this, says, just delete Twitter, lol, says, I am stumped. Yeah, but Twitter's useful for other things. There's a lot of bad stuff on Twitter. There's a lot of toxicity on Twitter, although it's not as bad as it used to be. It was horrendous a few years ago. It was like Reddit levels of bad a few years ago. But even Reddit's chilling out a little bit now as well. But I think that... Yeah, I think there's definitely a use case for Twitter. Much more than there is for Facebook. I would strongly advocate for anybody that's not trying to make a living from selling things on Facebook that they delete it. Facebook should be just moved to a swaps and sales in my local area platform, because it's just otherwise just false news, fake news, and damaging content. That's my personal opinion on that. I know I muted certain creators for too many notifications, says Mystic Rain. Yeah, I hate to miss news about frogs eating goats, says Chewbacca. Exactly. Non-existent says, I saw in Mr. Picklesworth you have finally met him and you sent him to a special enchanting area, says non-existent. Hey you, spoilers. Oh no, speaking of which, that was supposed to be in Friday's video and I forgot to put the clip. Oh jeez. Oh well, I guess you'll have to watch Mr. Picklesworth video to see that then. Don't! I totally forgot to put that clip in my video. Oh well. You have to go and check out Mr. Picklesworth's video. So there's no spoilers because it's not going to be in mine because I'm a moron. I suppose I could put it in next Wednesdays, but it feels a bit old by that point. No, so no spoilers. Facebook has adverts every 2 to 3 posts as not existing. Yeah, but I haven't got a problem on Twitter with actual adverts. I think people are misunderstanding here. I don't mind if actual companies are advertising on Twitter because the platform is free for me to use. What I'm saying is that people are misunderstanding what Twitter is there for. I think people are using it more as an announcements platform, which is not what it's intended to be, and not why the majority of people, I would say, follow other people on there. Maybe that is the case for content creators, but it's certainly not why I follow people on there. And I think a lot of people would agree with me. Maybe I'm talking to the wrong people because you're all watchers of content creators, so the sort of people that maybe would find that useful. Good morning, says Deruza. Good morning, Deruza. How you doing? Oh no, that would have been great to see, says Pirate Danny. Well, you can see it on Mr. Picklesworth's channel. There's no harm in watching it on there. It was funny. I enjoyed it. I really wanted to put it in my video as well, so I'm a bit gutted about that. Oh well. These things happen when you're an idiot like me. I nearly said, I don't know why then. I nearly called myself a very rude word. Jeez, that wouldn't have been good on stream. Mitz would have had a fit. I'd have been in big trouble, guys. Six Seal has chatted for the first time saying hi. Hello. Blue Shigatsu says, hey, ranty no-tails. I'm not ranting. I'm trying to discuss, but nobody agrees with me, so I guess it's coming across as a rant. Why don't you understand and believe me and listen to what I'm saying? You're all wrong and I'm right. I saw your Twitter post. Oh, Twitter post. Yeah, well, that's what we've just been talking about, Blue. Just been talking about that, and nobody agrees with me. Everyone thinks that Twitter is where you go for announcements, so have to come in after seeing the Twitter rant. Yeah. What do you think, Blue? Do you use Twitter for the sole purpose of being notified when your favourite YouTuber has gone live or posted a video? Indeed, says Mitz. Don't tell me off, Mitz. I'm sorry. Why don't you follow people that annoy? Why don't you follow the people that annoy you? Says Arcade Kenny. What? Lack of hygiene says, if I find there's enough drama in my life that I don't need to import more from social media, including Twitter and Facebook. Yeah, absolutely. If I didn't have to, then I wouldn't. If I didn't do this for a job, then I absolutely wouldn't. I completely agree with you there that there is way too much drama in our real lives. Why do we inject more of it with social media, especially when so much of it's completely unavoidable nonsense that just people have either got the wrong end of the stick or they've made it up or they've shared information that's not true and people's got irritated about it. I know it's an absolute minefield of nonsense. The whole thing is, but it's when you got a job to do, you got to do your job. Otherwise, Mitz gets cross with you and tells you off. Not sole purpose, no, but it doesn't bother me either way. I don't like the post. I'll skim past it, says Blue. Yeah, mine's just all that, though. It's just, that's all it is. I saw one from BJW, who used to be on Truly Bedrock earlier, and I'm like, hey, I like posts from BJW. It's really funny. Normally, it makes me smile, and I just thought I've gone live. And I'm not interested in you going live, mate, because I'm about to go live myself. Oh, and the post was at the top of my feed from 3 hours ago as well. So, you know, completely irrelevant. If you're at least going to post that you've gone live, take the post off when you're not live anymore. I guess that was more like disappointment than being annoyed with his post. So that's maybe what I'm frustrated about, is being disappointed. Disappointed I'm not getting the content that I want. You're pretty much the only person I want to get notifications from, and I don't use Twitter, says Jerusa. Well, I don't post notifications on Twitter unless it's a video that I'm particularly proud of, like a storyline one that I know no one's going to watch, and I really want to just try my hardest to boost the numbers. But like I said earlier in the stream, it doesn't make any difference at all. I spent months and months and months posting every video and every stream on Twitter, and I stopped doing it for months and months and months, and I can say with confidence that it doesn't make any difference. The only difference I've noticed is that I get more regular followers on Twitter now than I did back then. Back then, I used to lose a lot of Twitter followers, which can only tell me that they were equally frustrated with the fact that all I was doing was posting I've gone live tweets out, which makes sense. Why would anyone want to follow me for that? It's not very interesting information. So I follow people like Ryan Reynolds and other celebrities and Alan Sugar and people like that. I don't want them to tell me when they get on the bus or when they've turned the TV on at night. I want them to tell me interesting stories about what they've been doing in the film world or jokes about things, you know? They're doing the same thing on almost every platform. It's not just Twitter and Arcade Kenny. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed, says Blue. Yeah, and which makes sense if it's your Discord, because your Discord, not only is it generally there as a platform to promote yourself and for people that are engaged and interested in you to see what you're up to, but there's also, like I've got on my Discord, things where you can say, hey, you don't have to get notifications unless you want to. If you want notifications about what I'm doing on my videos, then click this button here and you'll be given a role that means that when I make an announcement, you'll get pinged and you'll find out about it. But not everybody has to. There's no way of doing that on Twitter. I love the panda rap. You should do more of that as a Sonic Power. I will do more of that, but it's not... Making music or coming up with stuff like that, for me, isn't something I sit and go, oh, do you know what? I'd like to put a music video in this thing, or I want to make a song in this video. It just happens. I was editing that video and I'd sung those like really stupid words while I was recording the video, and I just thought, do you know what? I could make a really silly little rap song out of this. So I did. I've gone, since that was so well received by everybody and everybody enjoyed it, I thought, oh, I need to replicate this success and do more of these. And then since I've done that, I can't just come up with anything else that I think is as fun or entertaining. When I do, I'll stick it in my video and do it, but it's not something that I just have that. It just has to be a spur of the moment thing, I think. That's what made it funny and interesting. Bellboy, you can see why this is looking for pandas. Indeed. Most people I know turn off notifications on Discord because it ends up too much. Yeah, every single Discord that I follow, every single one, I have the entire server muted, except for there's three that I don't. So every single one, and then there's 3 you don't. Yeah, all right, you know what I mean. I have to be in a lot of Discords as well for support and tell people that I'm good. They're good friend. There's my Discord, which I don't have completely muted. There are channels in my Discord that I've got muted. Not many. Used to be a lot more, but I've become more tolerant. The Truly Bedrock Discord, there's a couple of channels in there that I've got muted, but not all of them. And there's one more Discord that I don't have muted, but that's because I have a partnership with that company and they do all of our communication in that partnership, so I can't demute them because otherwise I won't get the communication. Groover Guy has raided with a party of 52. Thank you very much, Groover Guy. Very much appreciated. Oh, I've remembered what my second part to the argument was now. Hands up in the chat if you're still here from earlier on when I was talking about I can't remember what the second part to my argument is. I've remembered what it is. I've remembered. And it'll really, this is going to... If you thought the last one was divisive, which it wasn't, because it turned out I was wrong and everyone else was right with my opinions. This one's... I'm going to be even more in the wrong then. I'm going to be the bad guy. I'm going to be Mr. Bad Guy. Nobody's going to be happy with what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's my opinion and I'm going to stick with it, okay? I'm going to get cancelled. Wow, lots of hands up. So, what trouble is Foxy getting into today, says Maribel Jade. Maribel Jade, I am alienating myself against all other content creators, including all of the TB members, by having strong opinions about notifications on Twitter. Is that okay? Don't take it personally. It's not you, it's me. So, yeah, the next thing is so your usual. Yes, basically, yes. I'm glad you know me so well. So the next thing on my Twitter rant about notifications. So if you're new and you haven't been listening, my first issue is that content creators post every single time they post a video or go live, and I'm not following them for that. I'm following them because I like what they have to say. If I wanted to get notifications of when they posted videos or go live, I would follow them on Twitch. I would subscribe to them on YouTube, and I would join their Discord so I didn't miss out on any of the interesting news. I don't want to see that in my Twitter feed because I find it irritating that I'm looking for something interesting from that person and all I see is they've gone live. And normally, it's that they went live several hours ago, and by the time I click on the link, they're no longer live, which is even more irritating. At least when it's a video one, there's still, this video is still there. So that's part one in a nutshell. Command's not working, Mitch. You've just said what's going on with commands today. God, I'm never going to get round to this second part of this, am I? Right, the second part is this is definitely me being Mr. Miserable now, okay? and I understand that. But there's a new thing. It's not new anymore, but it's similar where a lot of streamers or YouTubers will, after every single stream, they'll then put a post out on Twitter to go, hey, I had a really good stream today. Great, that's nice. I got raided by this person, that person, the other person, and I sent them off to this person. And again, this is just me, and I know I'm in the wrong, but I don't care. All you're doing with that is making me feel guilty that I don't do that whenever somebody raids me, and you're setting a precedent that you need to like be really thankful every time you've had a live stream to everybody on Twitter, but nobody cares. And that's why I'm not on Twitter for that. Jeez. So there we go. I see nothing wrong. Oh, nothing wrong with that argument. OMG, I seen that so annoying, says the Baron 1. It's all the time. Every time someone's finished going live, they're, oh, thanks very much for I had an amazing stream. I did this, and this person followed me, and I sent the raid on to them. I don't care. Stop it. You put that post out to yourself the other day. Do you want to scroll? Yeah, I did. I put that post out because Pixel Risk raided me, and I thought if I don't do that, Pixel Risk is going to think that I didn't care about the raid. I did that because of peer pressure, not because I wanted to. It really annoyed me putting out that tweet. But I did it because it's the thing to do now, which just, like I say, the reason I don't like it is because it just makes me feel guilty for being a bad person for not doing it. So there you go. There we go. Just no singing. So what do you think, Jade's gone? Groover's gone like, oh, I don't do that ever, honest, mate. I just think the reason I wanted to bring this up and the reason I made that post on Twitter is you all know, or at least most of you will know, that I spend a lot of time ranting and moaning about not being a sheep. Thinking for yourself, doing something that suits you because you want to do it and not just doing it because everyone else does. And both of these things only happen because people see someone else do it and think that's what they need to do as well. The first one occurs because they believe if they don't do it, they're going to be missing out on views and potential new followers and subscribers, which is absolute nonsense. That's not going to happen. As I said, I've proved that that's not the case. And the second one only exists because other people did it first. Other people saw it and they thought, hey, either this is a good idea, I like this, or, oh, I don't do that, but I better do that because I'm a bad person if I don't, which is obviously my case in this one. If we all just did our own thing, if we all just did what made us genuinely happy for our own reasons, without following everybody else and worrying about what everyone else is doing, if we didn't have FOMO, if we didn't have guilt, hey, speaking of which, another raid, the McMunty with the party of 7, thank you very much, then I think we'd all just be happier and we wouldn't end up with these trends that don't make any sense that just end up being irritating. Tripwire says, do what you want, Foxy, whatever makes you happy as long as you keep making videos. Yeah. I just say it because I just want to make sure that everybody else keeps remembering to question why they're doing things. Don't just do something because someone else does it. Think about why you're choosing to do that. What's the reason you're doing this? If it's just because someone else did it and it seems to be working out okay for them, doesn't mean that's the right thing for you to do, because everybody's got different circumstances and everyone's got different paths and opinions and ways of doing things. So, and the other thing is, I see it a lot as well. People doing things wrong, but they're doing it wrong because they copied someone else, but that person did it wrong in the first place. And you're like, no, why are you copying that person? Well, they did it on their video. Yeah, but they made a mistake, and you're just making that mistake even worse because now you're doing that mistake. Oh, I didn't realize. I know, because you didn't think about it. You just blindly walking into this without thinking about it. So yeah, just you make your own minds up. Lighty Candle says, how do you feel about thank you cards? Is the thank you in person or over the phone enough when someone gives a gift? I hate thank you cards. I absolutely hate thank you cards. I think thank you cards have a place. Like if you ended up having an accident and you're in hospital and the nurses saved your life, then absolutely send them a thank you card and a bunch of flowers. Or if they looked after you and they went over and above, then yeah, absolutely 100% send them a thank you card. That's the least you could do. But when it comes to birthdays and Christmases, why just say thank you? That should be enough. I've had this argument with family members before. I got in trouble because I didn't send out thank you cards to people, and I'm like, no, I'm really sorry, but I was there. I said thank you to your face. I even rang you a couple of days later when I tried that thing on that you bought me and I liked wearing it to say, hey, I like wearing it. Why do I need to send you a thank you card as well? It's just bizarre. Scorching says, thank you card should only be huge like wedding presents. Yeah, absolutely. If it's for a genuinely unexpected gesture or like something like that, like if you got married and somebody went out their way to get you something ridiculous for your wedding present, then yeah, thank you cards. Or thank you for coming to my wedding. They're common ones. That's totally acceptable because people have gone out the way to enjoy your special day with you. But for birthday and Christmas presents, it's just ridiculous. I'm with you. I can't stand thank you cards, says Consolecraft. Hello, Consolecraft. That's bizarre, says Mr. Balrog. Mr. Balrog, thank you cards is something I would ever send if I got some kind of collective group. Not all of them were present when I thanked them in person. Yeah, if you couldn't thank, like, if it doesn't happen anymore because we've all got instant contact with pretty much anyone in the world. So there's not really an argument that you can't thank somebody straight away anymore. But yeah, if there was a circumstance where you couldn't say thank you to a person, then if you wanted to, send them a thank you card. But I would think doing it over a phone call would be better because at least you can talk to them and express how much you liked it or how thankful you were. If you're just sending a thank you card, it's just a bit of paper that's just, well, it's just more paper that's been taken from a, perfectly healthy tree at one point. So, stop tearing the trees down to say thank you. Pick your phone up. Use electronics that have been dug out of the ground and causing problems with, pollution instead. As we found out in a recent stream. Mr. Balrog, are you following me, says Lofty. I do teacher thank you cards, mostly for putting up with them for the year. Yeah, exactly. Those sorts of occasions where it's people going out of their way to do something good, then fair enough. But I don't think anyone should be expecting a thank you card for remembering somebody's birthday. But thank you cards mean you don't have to call someone or speak to them, says Rayman. That's true. There could be occasions where you don't want to speak to that person. I would still argue that a text message would be better, or even send them one of them really annoying emails. You know, the emails that like have animations in and they flash up and they've got an awful song in them. Send them one of those. That would be better. That would be better than stupid thank you cards. Yeah, text messages works, says Roman. Always monkey. Someone's got to catch those creepers, says Mr. Balrog to Lofty. Oh, jeez. No, I think these things, I always express a really strong opinion as if this is like really important. It's not. I'm just messing about. I know to a lot of people, thank you cards mean the world, and I think a lot of people really find a lot of enjoyment in expressing themselves through thank you cards. So I would never say to anybody that bought a thank you card or gave a thank you card that you shouldn't have done or other than that. All I would say is that don't expect them. Just because you do it doesn't mean that everybody's going to do it. Don't expect them and then be frustrated when someone doesn't buy you a thank you card, particularly if it's for a birthday present or Christmas, because generally speaking, those, as much as we shouldn't expect, we should never expect gifts. I think tradition has gone on long enough now with Christmases and birthdays that we do expect gifts from certain people for those, like family members and things. So I think it's important to say thank you, but I don't think going out of your way to send a card is important. I'd like to thank you for all the add-ons you should make. Should I send a card? No, don't waste paper. Send me a text message or write a message on my Discord or on my... In fact, you've just done it, so you don't need to do anything. Blue says, it's about doing what you like. Other people's expectations are not why I do something. If it's not hurting somebody, leave it be. Exactly. What a good way of thinking about things, Mrs. Khaleesi. I completely agree with you. 100%. The streams have finally come into life in this area. Oh, it's been so long. No, it hasn't. It has. It's been ages. Staring at where there should be streams. It feels like it's been months. It's been, well, maybe a week, realistically, or 2. But it feels like it's been forever. I need your secrets, Mr. No-Tail. Your packs plus achievements says non-existent. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Hands up in the chat if you want the secret, if you want the genuine secret for how to get achievements with add-ons in your game. I know nobody cares. Nobody's going to want that. I don't expect to see any hands up at all. Ah, jeez. Really? 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue Shigatsu's not bothered. There's about 8 people. If I asked that question, Mitz, what would happen if I asked that question in one of the YouTube live streams? I think it would break YouTube. I don't think YouTube algorithm could keep up. There would be that many hands up in the chat. Oh, jeez. That's my hand down, says Blue. I think a pack to give Java-like ones would be great, says Drews. Oh, I'd love it if you could actually make like in-game achievements like Java Edition. I think there was probably a way to like give them in the chat or something, but there's not enough triggers to actually be able to trigger when something happens properly. Okay, let me go through the hands up. We got Infinite Axe, who's a first-time chatter. Paulie, Joy to Bake, We Lounge Sit, Hungry Sandwich is a first-time chatter. Non-existing Lawful Meteor, Kasei, Mage Mick, John Smith, Erong the One, and the Ron, and Joy to Bake again, and Aquio. Okay. Matt D says a week of real time is 504 days of Minecraft, so a week of seeing no streams is over a year, really. Well, exactly. And in dog years, my goodness me, crafting dog, what do you think? Yeah, that's right. It has been forever. Okay, well, I didn't really want to give that information out because my sort of mild worry is that if it becomes common knowledge, then Mojang will patch it out of the game, which I don't want to happen. But basically, it's very, very easy to do. Very easy to do. What you do is you start a new world and put your packs on and then just get achievements. It's so easy. There you go. Problem solved. My problem is that if you tell us how to do it, it'll mean I have to do it on my server, says Deruza. No, if you start the world on the server, so you sort out your server properties file, rather than making it, or like most of the time, or what I always used to do, is I would always make the world in Minecraft first, get it all set up and sorted out, and then I would put it on the server. But if you just put the world straight on, or just start the world on the server, so sort out your level property, level.dat properties and everything like that, and you don't even need to do that. That's just the easiest way to do it. And then like attach all of your add-ons using the text files like you do on a server, so the valid node, not the valid known packs, the world behavior packs and world resource packs files. I need to make a new water source down there. Then it'll work, because even if you allow cheats in your server properties, the game has never been in creative mode, so it'll work. So the other way that you can do it is to start a world that's a purely survival, non-creative world in-game. Don't add any packs or anything like that to it. Get it all set up how you want it in terms of your options and things like that. Don't enable any experiments or anything like that. Although we did... How did I enable the experiments? I can't remember. I just basically along those lines. I can't remember how I enabled experiments now, but we've got experiments on here. I was supposed to do an infinite water source with those. You're getting me all confused. But yeah, then put it on the server and then enable the packs. And it works. I didn't expect it to work. I didn't do it on purpose. It just, Dadcraft just one day went, hey, I'm getting achievements on this world. I didn't think that was possible. And I was like, neither did I. Lighted Candle and Blue Shigatsu are having a conversation. I'm very confused. Lighted Candle says, I don't know, Blue. That's easy to say. I'd like to see data of your actions and who expected them. I think this to do with thank you cards. Blue said, it's about doing what you like, other people's expectations. Yeah, and I'm very confused. And then Lighted Candle says, because it's easy to say, I'd like to see proof that you actually behave that way. It's not actually necessarily, but just saying, like when people say, I don't care what anybody thinks, but they actually spend quite a bit of time worrying about what others think. Lighted Candle, what I would say, I understand what you're trying to say there, but what I would say is that if you ask somebody a question and then they give you an answer, just because you don't believe it or like it, or it isn't something that you would do based on your own standards, don't judge that person by your own standards, basically. You need to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, sometimes someone will come out with some absolute, complete and utter nonsense that there's no way it could be true. But in this particular circumstance, if somebody says this is what they do, then I think you should give them the benefit of the doubt that that's what they do, rather than trying to call them out in the chat to be a liar. So, yeah, don't judge people based on your own stuff, basically. It's a shame developers don't think of that for servers, though. Some way to legitimately properly allow data packs or such and still allow achievements, considering how much attention their product and content creators bring, says Matt D. Yeah, there's a lot of oversights when it comes to coding, particularly for Bedrock Edition, because I think that the focus really is on like marketplace and packs and things like that. I don't think there's very much focus on getting the systems right compared to those other things. I'm not saying that they don't do a good job, and I'm not saying that the focus isn't there. Yeah, I am saying the focus isn't there. I'm not saying there isn't thought and effort put there. What I'm saying is the focus, the area that they are concentrating on the most, is that side of things. So I don't think the BDS, the Bedrock Dedicated Server Platform, gets much love at all, really, because it's not helping them really make any money at the end of the day. It's actually effectively losing them money, because they should be making money from realms. And if people are using the servers, they're not paying for realms. So I understand what you're saying, and I think if Microsoft knew about it, they'd throw a big wobbly, because Microsoft don't like anybody be able to get free gamer points by getting achievements without doing the proper achievement, or getting words, fill in the blanks, you know what I mean? So yeah. Maybe allow achievements in using realms as non-existing. Well, it's about the point is the achievements are there to be gotten legitimately, aren't they? The idea is you're supposed to get them completely and utterly legitimately, and not. I need to make slabs, and not like you could have an add-on that just gives you all of the achievements. Well, not necessarily gives you all the achievements, just like you've got all the achievements now. But you know what I mean. You could have an add-on that made it really easy to get certain achievements, which I don't think many people would do, but I'm sure some people would. And I know achievements don't mean anything. They don't mean anything at all. But Microsoft are really hot on them not being cheated. I don't understand why, but they are. I want some andesite, but I've got hardly any andesite left in the whole world, so I don't want to waste it. But I need it. I need the andesite. It's not fair. Agreed, but stuff like one person sleep won't affect that, says non-existent. Well, I guess not. But then, if they were going to have a... I mean, they literally can't go through every single add-on that publicly exists out there and check whether they are suitable for the marketplace or not, can they? That's just an impossible task. So they'd have to make a decision there. Well, you know, we'll just have to get rid of add-ons altogether then, if that's the case. So let's not shout about it. Let's keep it between us. Isn't andesite craftable? I believe it is, but I don't think I have many of the ingredients that I need to craft it. I don't like that bit that it's got flat water. I want it all to be running water. Tough. See why content creators have moved to Java. Bedrock gets no love, says Paulie. Bedrock does get a lot of love. It just doesn't get... Okay. I don't know the ins and outs of what goes on at Mojang, but you've got to remember that the Stockholm team that work on Java Edition have been working on it for a very, 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 very long time. They're also the team that comes up with all of the ideas for where Minecraft's going to go, and they're the team that organise all of the events. And they're the team that get all of the love from us, the people that play the game. Bedrock never gets any love from people that play the game. They never gets like, oh wow, you know, Bedrock Edition's great. So there'll be a completely different mindset for the people that are developing Bedrock Edition. They're full-time code developers that are not only just like developers, they're also coding in a language that's much, much harder to code in than Java Edition. Java Edition is coded in Java, which even I can do Java. C++ is really hard. And yet all they're doing is copying. They've got a copy and paste. So it must feel a little bit like... They're not copy and pasting, but you know what I mean. They've basically told from the Java team, this is what we're going to have in the game. This is what it needs to do. They've got no creative freedom. They've got no ability to flex what they can do. They've just got to sit there and do as they're told. And they're not able to make any decisions with it, because if they do, they get in trouble by the public for not giving us parity. So they're the most hated group of developers with the worst development job in the world, and yet all we do is complain that they're doing a bad job. So I think we should probably give them a little bit more credit than we do, and I know I've given them a lot of jip in the past. But it's time to make a change. Okay? Diorite and cobble equals andesite. Yeah, I ain't got much diorite either. Or cobble. It's like a nice swimming hole, says Deruza. What's a nice swimming hole? You're a nice swimming hole. What do you want about? Leave me alone. Why? It's not easy to do streams and make them look streamy. Does this look like it's going okay? Or am I just making a mess at this point? That bit looks alright. It looks a lot more natural, that one, because it hasn't got all the sort of weird janky edges. And I quite like this one, even though it's quite rough around the edges. But if you see what I'm doing... Oops. If you see what I'm kind of doing over here, it sort of makes sense why it's all sort of rough around the edges, because it'll all come together in that sort of style. Very streamy, says Scorching, but this is a bit plain. We need to rough it up a bit really around the edges, which we'll do later. Well, let's just get all the water in place for now. In fact, let's do water and then we'll worry about blocks. Especially as it looking flowing and no water sources. Yeah, apart from this stupid bit here. And most of this is flat now, so it's going to end up looking all not right. If anybody's got any tips or advice for how to deal with making the stream look more streamy and less water sourcey, I'm all ears. I'm not an expert. I'm trying to build my first pirate ship to put my trading hall on, says Troopat. That's cool. A pirate ship trading hall sounds fun. I like the idea of that. It sounds like a very slow XP thing to do. Use low XP in disguise. Thank you for your packs, Foxy. Much appreciated. You're very welcome. Maybe, says TruePat. TruePat might be slow. You heard it here first, peeps. It's an exclusive. I don't like that. That looks awful. Undo. Control Z. Let's just get rid of those. Oh, dear. Oh, no. I'm pouring all that water down that hole that Jesse B didn't finish lighting up. Jeez. Matt D says, that bit that looks like still water. Build a small bridge at ground level and let water go under the bridge. Yes, I am going to be having bridges around here as we build up the town. So that's a good idea for that particular bit over there. Nice. Good thinking. I see we have person here that has more of a brain than me. This is not a challenging thing to do, to be honest with you. It's not difficult, but it's nice to see. No! I placed them in places I think they're not going to join together and they all end up joining together. Stop! Although it does make it handy for getting my water out. Grass underwater, says Lighted Candle. I wish there was a Control Z function, says Deruza. Oh no, wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't it be good? How many times have you accidentally crafted something and gone, no! Like maybe a stack of buttons instead of something else you were planning on using that stone for. Or, you know, my particular favourite, white dye. Why does it even exist? Nobody knows. Nobody, not even the developers know why white dye exists. They're just like, well, I don't remember putting that in the game. White what? But we had bone meal. Why we need it? I don't know. It was Jeff, I'm telling you. It was definitely Jeff. 100% Jeff put white dye in the game. Oh, they've missed one out here. It's as stupid as pointless as black dye. The white dye conundrum happens all too often, says here. I know, and it's like you can't uncraft it. You can craft bone blocks to bones and then back at bone blocks to to bone meal and then back again. But once it's by white dye, no, sorry mate, no returns, no refunds. You shouldn't have done that. But you moved the crafting menu while I was clicking it. Ah, well, you should pay more attention. When you don't think it's going to join, but put it in a different spot, says Mitz. Are you? Hey, you. Who do you think you are? Telling me how to... Shush. Pressure plates. They look stupidly similar to trapdoors, which are useful. Yeah, I made a lot of pressure plates in my time. Back when I was a boy, all I ever used to do was make pressure plates. Enjoy your swim, chicken. The moving crafting recipes issue is... Yeah. Is that an issue, though, or is it intentional? And it's gone really bizarre this time. I was typing something in the crafting menu. I think it was on the beta version of the game, though. And it was finding results that didn't even have those letters in the name, which was interesting. White flowers make all grey dye, says Lighted Candle. I know! That's annoying as well. You're like, oh, I just need some white dye. No, it's light grey dye. Why? Well, we don't want to make white dye too easy to get. Oh, how's your fish farm doing? Oh, your skeleton farm. You don't make any sense. We know. Right, the water is going to go off the edge of the cliff. So I suppose we better do that. And get rid of these lumpy, janky bits. Pretty certain, like 99% sure it is, says Blue. The Lily of the Valley are white dye. Yeah, I think you might be right there. But the real white flowers, you know, the ones before they invented all of these new fake ones, like cornflowers and death flowers and the lily of the valleys. They don't count. They're not old school flowers. They're imposters. They've been in the game, what, like 5 years now, and I still don't consider them to be proper flowers. I still think of them as the new flowers. They've been in the game forever. Can anybody remember a time when we didn't have lily of the valleys and cornflowers and that one that kills you? Or is it just me? Speaking of Jessie B, she's not here today. She's normally in these streams. Maybe she's ignoring me because I've been so ruthlessly vicious about people that post things on Twitter that I'm not interested in. I'm sorry, I take it back. I just wanted to have an obnoxious and awkward opinion for once, because I don't normally have those. I'm normally so in line with everybody else's thoughts and views, and I just wanted to be different today, okay? You what? No, not there. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. There, thank you. Okay. We have a route for the water to take. It's going to go off the edge. It's going to look pretty. There we go. Nice. The water has reached its goal. This is good news. Let me out. Fly. Back to bed, please. And normally you're so modest too. Foxy No Tail. Shy almost, says Matt D. I know. It's true. I am. Back when villagers counted doors and opened and closed them really fast, says Michael Switch. Yeah, exactly. Those were the days. I never know the flowers that well. I started in 2018, says Lighted Candle. Ah, jeez. I feel like that bit of stream's a bit wiggly, but I think we get away with it. It's coming together. It feels better than it did. What do you guys think? Let's have a look from above. Not too bad. Still got that bit to do there, but it's not too. And that one needs to flow down to there. I need to speak to Jessie about that. I think it's coming okay. I don't think it's too bad. Needs to look a little bit nicer, but it's not too bad. Right, we need a new water source over here, so I don't have to keep going back over there. Not bad, says Matt D. It's beautiful, says Lighted Candle. Wiggly is good, says True Pat. I've been playing Minecraft for 8 years. Can't remember yesterday, says 4424. Yeah, well, there is that. There is that. Can't remember yesterday. That's like me every day. We did what yesterday? You remember? We went to the place and we did the thing. Did you have a different yesterday to me? No. Come on, we met that guy that said that thing about the stuff. We did what? What? You know, you're just saying it. I really don't. I have no idea what you're talking about. No, I want it to flow. Flow better. Water source higher than the stream. A water source higher than the stream? Where? Where's there a water source higher than the stream? Matt D says it needs a few small pools at the side where it looked like water came up against hard stone and had to find another way to keep blowing. If that makes sense. It does make sense, but that sounds far too accurate and clever for a Foxy No Tail. So I think we just stick to it being rough. Rough and messy. I can do rough and messy. It's the one thing I feel like I just about managed to pull off in Minecraft, okay? Isu's here saying, oh, landscaping, if it was this easy in real life. I know, I've tried digging. It's not easy. Digging hard. I didn't want that there, I wanted it there. There we go. Nice. I feel like a lot of this water's too low down, but if I bring it higher up, it's going to go all water sourcey, isn't it? Now, a lot of this water, I feel, should be at this level here. What do you think? Do you think we should try and raise it up a little bit in places? Oh, this doesn't look very good at all, does it? It's all going to join together if we do that. I don't want it to join together. I don't want it to go all wibbly wobbly. If I put slabs, you shouldn't be able to form things. Possibly. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think being low is okay. Call it erosion, says Isu. Yeah, but it don't... yeah, I guess. Have we got squid in it? How is there a squid in it? It's not a real river. I made it up. It's a joke. What?
Blue Cat Eyes just subscribed.
How? Oh, there is a real river biome here, apparently. Okay. I forgot we covered this over with grass, didn't we? Blue cat eyes. Blue cat eyes. And it almost said your name right there. Subscribed for 18 months. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There's your squid farm. Speaking of my squid farm that doesn't work. This is my carrot farm all over again, isn't it? Big Chicken is there now, and it has been pumping out squids-ish, a bit, sort of. You know, I use the term pumping out loosely. All day. Hands up in the chat if you want to go and see how many squids I've got in my squid farm that Big Chicken is currently occupying. The squid don't like you then, says Blue. Infinite Axe. E wrong, the one. True Pat. Matt D, Scorching, Lofty, Lawful Meteor, Blue Cat, Derusa, non-existing, Matt D again, with many hands up, Lighty Candle, Beardy Brewer. Weird thing, I'm getting squid but no fish or bones in mine. Yeah, well, what happened was, in 1.18, Java Edition said, hey guys, what we're going to do is we're going to make it so fish, squid, and another sea creature that I can't remember. Oh, dolphins. Won't spawn above Y64 or below Y50 so that we don't get like weird things in weird places. But they didn't want to have things, you know, squid and fish spawning up mountains or in caves, which made sense. And the Bedrock Edition team went, yep, okay, no problem. No fish in the mountains, I'll sort that out. And they only changed it for fish. They left squid and dolphins alone. Which means that squid on Bedrock Edition at the moment, until they realise their mistake and they patch it out, can still spawn all the way up to Y equals 320. Always want to see Big Chicken, says Mitch. You won't be able to see him, he's invisible at the minute. They like Big Chicken. Did you offend the squid, says Blue Shigatsu. I may have done. Derusa has more than wanted the achievements thing. Well, okay. Oh, so we're going to lose everything then eventually, says Beardy Brewer. Well, that makes sense for us to be able to lose everything eventually, yeah. It wouldn't actually be that difficult to make one at sea level using spawning spheres if you get it just right. Okay, so why didn't they spawn in your farm? Didn't you put that within the spawn range, says Matt D. There's a bug. There's a weird bug with not just squid, but all sorts of mobs spawning at different Y heights. I don't know exactly what it is that is causing it, and it still hits on and off sometimes, but it's been okay today with just me and Big Chicken on, although there's a couple of people on now. It was okay, and he was on there for a few hours, and it was working all right. Where have I gone? I feel like I'm in totally the wrong place here. I should have come across my mob farm by now. I've flown a long way and we're not there. And this terrain doesn't look remotely familiar. What? Where's me stuff gone? How have I... What? How have I... Is it still this way even more? I don't think it is. I'm very confused. Very confused indeed. Did you fly past it, says Blue? I would struggle to fly past my industrial area. But it's not here. Hello? My base is at minus 650 by 900. I think. Or is it minus 650 by minus 900? So I feel like I've gone completely the wrong direction somehow. Thank you, Slack, for the 100 bits there. I have lost it. I've lost it. I've lost the plot. I've lost my industrial area and all of my... Oh, there it is. I found it. Where am I coming from then? What? How did I get this side of it? Anyway, there he is. Look. Big chicken. Cool as a cucumber, just hanging out there. Wow. Watch out for RGs. I did a good job landing on this small, tiny platform. Hurrah! He's only been there. Wow. 12 hours? No, not quite 12 hours. I'd say he'd been there about 8 hours, to be fair. Which is not fast, but it just proves that squid will spawn up there, right? Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to go through the nether. You silly fox, I'm forever getting lost. I can't believe I got lost to that thing, though. I live in a straight line to it.
Cheered. 100. Expert level 99 flying and great sense of direction.
That's me. Thank you very much. Blue Cat Eyes with the 100 bits. Expert level 99 and flying and great sense of direction. Where am I going now? What? Has the world moved? How am I here? What? I'm so... What? I'm really... I'm so confused. How have I wandered off? All lines are straight when flying in Minecraft. I'm so honestly, genuinely confused how I've managed to go off in the wrong direction twice there. I've flown backwards and forwards to that thing so many times, it's unreal. How have I suddenly gone the wrong way? Come on, I've run out of rockets. We got this. Heading out, Foxy. Much love. Drops a beat on the way out. Thanks, Will Slime. Appreciate it, mate.
What is going on here? Somebody has just subscribed for 8 months in a row. Let me just check this. Yes, it is true. Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
Khaleesi, she doesn't care
Subscribe for 8 months.
about my
I've listened to you rant for 8
rants.
months. Thanks for the class entertainment. You make me laugh though. Cheers.
Stream lady, you spoiled what I was going to say then. Blue Shigatsu, 8 months. I've listened to you rant for 8 months, lol. Thanks to the class entertainment, you make me laugh, though. Cheers. Thank you, Blue. Jeez. I need some more rockets before we make more mistakes and go in the wrong directions. Well, you cannot navigate by that broken moon, says... Right. It's nice to have a broken moon again. I don't like it when we got a full... It's gone. It's not nighttime. When we got a full moon. Full moon just feels wrong on Truly Bedrock. Okay. We're spreading the water like it's...
Black Lizard cheered. 100.
1999.
What moon eyes?
What? Slack cheered 100. Broke moon? What moon? The moon. Not that one. Not the orange moon. Right. We're filling this lake, pond, stream. I'll get there eventually. Up. Putting water in it. Doing a good job. I need more water. How you doing, Slack? What's going on? What? Slack's obviously feeling flush at the moment. Jeez, Slack. Whatever your name is. 1,000 bits. What? Thank you. I was just about to say, how you doing, bud? But I guess you're doing pretty good right now. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. This is why Slack's my friend. He gives me money. I like people that give me money. Slap Wizard says Smoke and Switch. Wowza Slack says Blue Shigatsu. Send a Slack a card. I gotta send you a thank you card now, Slack. Sorry about that. It's the only way. Hang on. Is he in game? He's not in game, is he? Oh, he is. Okay. Dearest Slack Lizard. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits.
Has no money but has bits. # not my fault.
And now another 1,000 bits. It's truly appreciated. Yours sincerely, Foxy No Tail. And a kiss. There we go. There you go. I wrote Slack a thank you card. All right? Jeez. Now get off my back, you thank you card maniacs. Feel the love, says Arcade Kenny. Wow, Slack, says Lofty. Slack, you have gone crackers, my friend. Say there, bruh. I think someone slipped on Slack and broke a little bit of him. We need to put him back together again. He must have been laying on the stairs when someone was coming down holding washing and they didn't notice. And it was just a big tumble. They've all fallen down and it's just a pile of chaos at the bottom of the stairs. People holding the backs, yelling, going, ah! What did you leave that on the stairs for? Acqui1 says Foxy, I just want to say your videos and streams are always fun to watch, especially when you start talking to yourself and arguing with yourself. What a hoot, lol. Thanks for the great content. So, by the way, Acqui is pronounced IQ. For everyone, but everyone gets it wrong. Well, you should probably spell it IQ then rather than Acquiu. Well, actually, if you read it properly, I know. Okay, I'm sorry for saying your name wrong. And thank you very much for pointing that out. And thank you very much for saying you enjoy my stuff. I appreciate it. As much as I appreciate talking to myself. Hurrah! I'm the best person at talking to myself in the world. Wood stairs help with raising the water up as they can be waterlogged, says non-existing. Possibly, yeah, we could have stairs along the edge. That's not a bad idea. That's a good shout. Let's go grab some stairs. I would say thank you, but you don't exist, non-existing. Speaking of not existing, I didn't give Squiggly Poof Forever the shout-out they deserve for giving me an amazing subscription. I very much appreciate you too. Thank you. Hurrah! Many, many love today coming from people doing subscribing and stuff. We've had bits from Slack. We've had subscribers and stuff. It's been nice. It's been very nice. Very generous, a lot of you. Apart from you ungenerous people. The ones that are not generous, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the generous ones, okay? And I'm joking now because you're all generous for being here. Jesse B's here! Jesse, I thought you were avoiding me. I didn't think you were talking to me anymore because I threw some shade at content creators on Twitter. First time chat from viewer. Yo, nice to see Bedrock players. From the Cation. Thank you very much. Can't wait to see your Twitter post after the stream, says Blue Shigatsu. Well, when I thank everybody for their raids and... Thanks very much for joining the live stream. It was amazing. We went to the end and got sugar boxes and then we finished off by raiding Shepherd Tamer.
6 cheered. 900.
Loft is here. I think Foxy will ask us for our stream fees again. I haven't charged anyone stream fees in ages, Lofty. If you've still been paying him, that's on you, not me. And anyway, Stream Fleece was Slack's idea. That's how he's got enough money to be spending money on on bits. He was the one collecting all the stream fees. Jesse, I love the bridge over by your base area, by the way. Jesse B says, lol, I've not been on Twitter today. Should I be avoiding you? I saw one too many, hey, I'm about to go live post, and it upset me. So I've made a post about people that post, hey, I'm about to go live posts. Okay, I'm not grumpy, you're grumpy. It's not like yesterday in yesterday's yesterday's TB meeting when I was grumpy. I wasn't grumpy. I was just hangry. Just hungry at the minute. Really hungry, okay? I'm starving. I'm so hungry. You should eat then. I know, but I'm like on a mission at the minute. I got this. It would be fine. What could go wrong? Nah, Foxy, in all honesty, do what you like with Twitter posts. You don't need to worry about it. Go and eat an apple or something. Can't have apples! I had actually had a really big dinner today, so I'm actually pretty good at the minute. I'm okay. Right. It's going to look a bit weird with random stairs in for now, but we will get other flavours of blocks along these edges at points as well. So it's not just going to look just like there's loads of stairs in here, okay? Well, yesterday I was so done with a lot of you grumpy guts. It wasn't just me. Everyone else hangry too. Wow, Jesse. See, this is what we have to put up with, Pete. Jesse just being angry at us all for being angry. It's not fair. I want to be angry in peace. Well, that's a good idea, actually. If I do some upside down stairs, you're not really going to notice them and they'll still be waterlogged. Uh-huh. Lol, Jesse, avoid Twitter today. Lol, stay away from Twitter. Blue Shikatsu, don't tell Jesse what to do. You meanie. Have a banana, says Lofty. I don't want a banana. You have a banana. Everyone always trying to get me to have a banana. It's not fair. If you go to Twitter, just remember it wasn't me. It was Mitz made me. She's in charge of my Twitter. Well, yesterday I was so done with a lot. Oh, I've read that one, Jesse. Oh, come up with some new material, will you? Jeez, repeating the same thing over and over again. Blobs Foxy's play Mitz 62. Oh, I see that command still magically works, Mitz. That one still works, but everyone else, all the other commands, somehow completely broken. Oh. Stairs look good. Add lore to the stream. Oh, sorry, you reread my message. No, I didn't, Jesse. You said the same thing. You said the same thing twice. Don't you put this on me. How dare you? How dare you try and cover your tracks by making out this my fault? Love will make you priorities, Mitz with the whoop face. I can't do any moderation today, Foxy, because all of the commands have just mysteriously broken. Apart from the one I need. I see, Mitz. I see. Me and you are going to have words after this stream. I'm just saying. How are you doing anyway, Jesse? How's your day been today? Are you feeling good? Are you happy? Is the world treating you okay? I've not touched anything, says Mitz. Not my fault. I've heard that before. Not from you. Normally from Slack. About the moon, to be fair. Always conveniently not Slack's fault. With his spaceship parked in pieces on the moon. Full of TNT. I've not touched anything, says Mitz. Your vid are the best because you play Bedrock Edition, says Beer Gem. Yes, finally. After all these years of moving to Bedrock Edition, someone finally acknowledges it and says that the best because of that. Yes, you made my day. Jesse B says, I'm always happy, Foxy. You're always happy on the outside, Jesse. But how do you really feel? Do you agree with me that it's totally Slack's fault, even though it's just been very generous in the chat? And I know, you know, I'm harking back onto Truly Bedrock Season 1 and 2 with old news. It's not interesting or exciting anymore, but it just, you know, I feel it's a topic that didn't get discussed enough. Come on, chat. I've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes now. I need you. I need you to do the telling me stuff. Okay. Blue says I'm giggling. Yes, it's Slack's fault. His rocket broke the moon, says Lofty. I knew it! See? It's not just me. People told me I was one of those crazy conspiracy theorists. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I see it happen. Well, I didn't, but I feel like I could probably imagine what happened in my mind. They call me crazy, but I know the truth. You stop going on about it then. Speaking of going on about it, I know in the last live stream I didn't have any of my stream redemption fitness things on because I had a bad back. But this time I've even added more. I've even got do sit-ups now. We can do sit-ups, squats, and press-ups. So there you go. Got to go back to work. Have a great rest of your stream, says We Louch Sit. I need to... Note to self, more TNC says Slack. I need to be really careful when I say your name. I always think I'm going to say a word that I'm going to regret saying. Not yours, Slack. I always get yours wrong, so it doesn't really matter how I say it. Retime an item or make Foxy exercise is Blue. Oh, I don't...
Do it.
Yeah, there we go. I thought I'd lost that one, but there it is. Sheep, get out of the water. It's not for you, mate. You'll do yourself some harm there. It's not a good idea. Oh dear, now look what's happened. Foxy, are you American? Oh yes, 100% American. Purebred American muscle man. That's me. Do a push-up, do 10 squats. Ah, jeez. No, I'm not doing it. Oh, I got posture checks as well. Thank you. And a hydrate one. Jeez, there's loads of them I missed. There's hydrate. There's posture check. Now I'm going to do a push-up. And then I'm going to do, what was it? 10 squats. Okay, I got this. One push-up. Man, that was hard work, but I managed it. Okay, sit-ups. Here we go. Squats even. 1. All the way down. 2. Oh, jeez. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. What? 8. 9. 10. Do a sit-up. Okay. Do 10 sit-ups. Do 10 push. No. Why? Okay, 1 minute, please. I've got to do 10 sit-ups. Jeez. I need to point the camera further down if possible. There's a lot of muck and mess down there, but there we go. You share with me now. We do this together. Okay, so you know I'm not cheating. 1. I'll do it this way. 2. 3. Jeez. 4. 5. 6. I need someone to put under my feet. Oh, computer. 7. 8. 9. 10. And an extra one. 11. What was the other one? Do 10 push-ups. Oh, jeez. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. I finished. And now you broke my screen. How have you broke my screen? What did you do? Now I pressed all the wrong buttons. That one, no. That one, no, where's it gone? Where's my normal screen? There. What's Jesse said? You should add lunges. I don't think I'm ready for lunges, Jesse. Has it zoomed in? Why is it so zoomed in? What? All the way. There we go. I'm tired now. Is it bedtime? There we go. Mini. I think I should get a second camera set up so I don't have to keep fiddling with that one. Burbs next to Zissou. Oh man, now I need to save up a second, says Blue. I did kettlebell lunges today. Was not smart, says Jessie B. Oof. No, thank you. I did my best. The good news about having a slightly larger belly than I used to do because of Christmas is that it hits the floor before I'm actually finished doing my press-ups, so I don't have to do quite as deep ones. It's good news. Foxy, you need to make a sports show. Why would I make a sports show? I think I'm the worst person at doing sports. I don't think that's a good idea. Thank you for the advice and, you know, the idea, but I don't think it's a good one. But I appreciate it. Oh, I'm pooped now. Jeez. You guys with your redemptions. Should have kept my mouth shut. I didn't realise I was going to get every single one in the world all at the same time. I thought you might be gentle. No, why would you be gentle? Foxy no breath. Yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, says Mr. Balrog. Burpees, those are evil, says Maribel Jade. Yep. Don't catch me doing them. No way. They're too hard. Where was I up to? I was working on this bit. No! I managed to get it go all straight. No, boo. Didn't want it all straight. I want it all wibbly. What? Oh, jeez. I've done it again. Wobbly all. Oh. Wibbly wobbly, please. Non-existent says, missed them from the last stream, so making up for it. You have a great form with your push-ups. I'm jealous, says Jessie B. Why, does your belly not reach the floor before you fully finish pressing down? Or going down, sorry. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey indeed. Wibbly wobbly, streamy weemy. That's what I'm after. It's a nice wibbly wobbly words. Now my mouth's gone all dry and sticky because I'm exercised. I'm exercised like a demon. He's been exercised. He's all right. We're safe now. Didn't I make water closer? Oh, dear me. Right. Question time. But we haven't had many questions this stream. I feel like I'm missing out. I like it when you guys ask me questions, so hop to it, good fellows and fellowesses. Give me several questions to answer as quickly as you can. Come on. We want a quick fire round. And then you'll ask me a question I go into for about half an hour. But that's good. Then I don't have to think about what I'm talking about for a while. No, why is there always one in the middle? It's so annoying. Just flow to there. How hard? There we go. Thank you. Jessie B says, my back is never that straight when I do them. I have to do girl push-ups to get the right form. Well, if you're struggling to keep your back straight when you're doing press-ups, then you need to do more core exercises. You need to strengthen your lower back and your abdominal muscles in order to keep your back straight. So I would recommend lunges. Not lunges. What's it called? Planks. I hate planks, but they're good for abdominal stuff. And on your back, cycly crunches. The ones where you cycle with your feet and you do basically crunching from one elbow to one knee. I can't remember what they're called, but they're really good. What will be your first outside build-in, says Jessie B. Jessie B! This will be my first outside build-in. But it's not coming out till Friday, so shh. Okay? Jeez, don't tell everyone. Are you saying I'm weak? Jessie, you're probably one of the strongest people I know. But I don't think... I wouldn't say you're going to be beating up muscle people anytime soon. I wouldn't have thought. I don't know, you might be. You might be really strong. I have no idea. I just mean mentally. Adding soul soil to give the illusion of more movement. Good idea or nay, says Magic Mick. That's not a bad idea, but I don't think bubbles are... Well, it might be alright, bubbles. Might be a good idea to add in occasionally. Wasn't really something I'd thought about, to be honest with you, but it's not a bad idea. I just want to try... See, that's perfect. That little flow down there just gives it like that. This stream's going somewhere. It's doing something. Even if some of them aren't all going the same way, that's fine. It's when it all joins together, it kind of ruins it. Well, I like that style a lot, says Jessie B. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. It's got cobblestone in it, though, Jessie. You sure you're going to be okay with this? You're not going to have to, you know, tell me off for using... I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm in a cheeky mood. Mitt says he's ignoring my question on purpose. What did Mitt say? Question, what have you done to Streamlabs? I haven't done anything. I've done nothing at all. I never use Streamlabs. I never log into it. Slack always tells me off, like when we're going through analytics going, you've probably got like load of stuff stuck in your Streamlabs that you've not redeemed. I'm like, I don't think I have. Oh yeah, look. So it's not me. Okay? I didn't do it. Hurrah! The water is all level now at that bit. I'm done with you, says Jessie B. Don't be done with me, Jessie. I need you. Shouldn't it get wider near the end, says not existing? Only in your mind. Okay, let's Google river mouths. You're probably right, but remember, this is my river. This is not a river based on anything in real life. It's not like a river based in a certain period of time. It is just... It's not even a river. It's actually a ditch, but it's a river, lake, stream. Okay? River mouth. No, I think I'm right. Doing it my own way and not caring about the internet. I think in certain circumstances it would widen out, but it's not actually reaching the ocean, is it? It's just going off a cliff, so I don't think it would. Might be a little bit wider, but it's fine. And we can... I haven't finished with it anyway. It looks really nice smaller at the end, says Jessie B. You know, you're not the first person to say that to me, Jessie. I think that looks fine. Everything's fine, says non-existing. Michael Switch says, it's based on the London Nile. I'm not feeling the water being all level. Go back and start again, said Matt D. It's tough, Matt D. Too late. If you want to fill in the bottom layer, fill in the water, then dig it out, says Joy to Bake. Yes. Rivers tend to widen out on the lower level ground, says Matt D. Mitts with the foxy down face. And higher areas where they go over the cliffs, they tend to be narrower, says Matt D. Ah, there you go then. Ah! I win. I win river lesson thing, Minecraft. That's the thing about Minecraft. As much as we do, in a lot of times, try and mimic what we see and do in real life, it doesn't have to. It can be however we want it to be. And that's how I like to play, because then nobody can moan at me for doing it wrong. Even though you all do anyway. No, that's not right. Rivers are wider at the end. Not my rivers. You can do what you want with your rivers. Mine don't. Okay? Good. I'm glad we had this talk. That bit looks fine. I don't think I actually need... Oh, this needs a bit there. I was going to say, I don't really need to do a great deal with the rest of the stream. It all looks pretty good, to be honest. The shapes you made with your river bends are wonderful, says Jez. Do you think so? Oh, thank you. I just went a bit sort of ham with the... I didn't think about it. I just went a bit crackers with the old... the thing that you use to do stuff. Pickaxe, shovel, one of those. It's not really like thought out or anything. Just happened to be how it went. Pig's having a good time. Pig likes my stream too. That's not how I do a river, but then it's not my river, says Conan Reveries. Good. Good, I'm glad it's not how you would do one, because then I'm not going to get accused of copying, am I? I was flying over yesterday and really liked them. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate that. But unfortunately, they're not canon. Nobody knows that joke except me and you, Jesse. Not even Slack knows that one. I was told yesterday I'm not supposed to talk about what goes on in TB meetings because it's against the rules, but I was told yesterday quite clearly by several members that all of my storylines aren't canon in TB, so I threw a wobbly and I said they are. I said everyone was wrong. So now the joke is that everything I do is not canon. Not canon, shake my head, says Marble Jade. Oh, Jade, you're still here. Sorry, I thought you'd gone. You've been very quiet for a bit. Jade knows as well. Beer Gem says, this river is an animal water slide. It's X-Men can, says Marble Jade. Matt D says, LMAO. I was laughing so hard, says Jesse B. I'm just not canon. I like that. I'm happy with those. I'm happy with those. I don't think I'm going to go quite as crazy as we've got here with the edging. I think I've gone a little bit too noisy there, but I will add some more depth and variation to these areas here. I'll add more stuff in the seabed as well over time, but I'm really happy with how those have come out. I like that one coming down from there. That probably needs a few more rocks and things in it. Yeah, that's good. That gives me a nice basis of bits to work around, edges to where to put my rivers and things like that. I really like, I was looking at this today, as much as, you know, most of it's beetroot now thanks to Zloy and Silent. I really like the river's edge here, how the corn comes up to it and it sort of, the wheat comes around here. I love this sort of rough, not quite, no, it's just, there's nothing symmetrical or even about it at all, and I like that. That's how I like it. Speaking of, I'll log out so I don't die, because last time we did this, Endermen came, didn't they? Let me just show you something. This is a thumbnail from Friday's video, and I'm really happy with how the thumbnail came out. Obviously, I did my usual RTX thing. Well, tell me what you guys think. I think it looks really pretty. If I can find it, there it is. What do you think? Looks good, right? I like the edging. I don't think it's too much. It's pretty lifelike, says Mitz. We're so nice to our members, says Jesse B. He's not canon. I'm not relevant, says Marble Jade. Nice, says Blue. Lizardfang says cute. Slow Molasses says very nice. Lofty says looks very good. Building is nice. Spoilers, does he say? Well, you've spoilers. We've just been walking around it. Yeah, I like it. Nice picture, mate. Anyway, what we got? Well, we ain't got long left. We're nearly there. I thought we had longer. Good. I can have a rest. And go and decide how I'm not going to be canon next week. Do you know what? While we're waiting then, I didn't want to give spoilers. I've already done like millions. I always do this. I always spoil my streams. We're going to go in here. We're going to grab some seeds. And we're going to go and get rid of a load of this beetroot while you guys ask me a few more questions. There's nothing to see here. There we go. Oh, I need to dump a load of these blocks. Looks great, says Mitz. Thank you. Like the mountain in the background, says Scorching. Thank you. Oh, I don't want to... yeah, it's okay. It's fine for now. 3-hour stream, says Jesse B. 3-hour streams? Oh, man, but it's bedtime soon. You know how I am if I don't get my beauty sleep. Nice shack, says Drew. It's not a shack. Well, it is, but it's... Shush you. It's a wheat place for wheat people, okay? Jeez. Yeah, it is a shack. Just being silly. You start singing, says Marble Jade. What do you want me to sing about? You tell me what you want me to sing about, and I'll come up with the words and the lyrics. Oh, hang on then. If we're going to do this, let me find a sick beat. I need to find a sick beat, guys. Hang on one moment. Just have a quick sleep while I find a sick beat. Where will that one I had last time be? I think it will be in my resources folder. Need my stream deck. Go XLR even. One moment, please. I'm not sure which is the one I used for my my recent song. I don't know if you'll be able to hear these or not. Oh, that definitely isn't it. Not that one. No, none of those. Which is the one I used? I wonder if I saved it in my actual Minecraft folder. One moment, please. Which video did I do the song in? There it is. Panda song. Hollywood beat. There we go. We've got a sick beat now. Let me just... No, I don't want to do that. I want to put that on a sample slot. Oh, we'll just have it playing. Fine. Panda rap. That was it, says Matt D. Is it banjos, says Michael Switch? No, it's not. This is not banjos. Row your boat, says Rayburn. That's what happens when you don't sleep, says Mobile Jade. All right, sing a song about wheat people. A song about wheat people. We need to come up with some words then. Give me some words that rhyme about wheat people. Normal streamers. I am not going to give spoilers. Foxy, look, here's some things for the next video. Wheat, neat, beat. Oh, beats. I could do a song about how my wheat's been replaced with beets. Oh, let me start that sick beat again. One moment, please. Okay. I have to do silly voices. I've never done it live. I feel weird. I'm placing the wheat because Zloy and Silent broke my beat. Oh, I'm not very good at doing it live. I'm placing my wheat because Zloy and Silent broke... No. Placing my wheat to replace the beats that Zloy and Silent thought was neat. I'm going to have to get them... Find a way to wreck them while I'm something. I'm placing my wheat to replace the beats because Silent and Zloy thought that was... I need to write it down. Somebody write that down. Bruh, says Blue. Gonna have to prank them a treat. Beetroots equals Tiz. Yeah, Tiz didn't do this. This was Loy. You'll see in Friday's video. It's 100. Why does... Oh dear, I think I've been kicked. I have lost connection. Nothing working, mate. Oh, it's working now. Huh, that's weird. Menu lag. Growing these crops, records going to the top, says Matt DL. About Matt D even. Turn off the camera. I'm sure it helps, says Jesse B. Turn off the camera. There we go. No camera. Doesn't help. I can understand the theory behind it, but I don't think it helps. I gotta write it down. I can't sing it without it written down. I don't want to look at that. Hey, who do you think you are? Looking at things. I'm placing these beets. No, this wheat. To replace. Okay, I suppose you can see what I'm doing now. These beats that crazy Tiz Tom thinks are so darn sweet that Silent and Zloy, OMG, oh boy, why they come round here. I need something that rhymes with boy. Wrecking the place. Need something that rhymes with boy. Joy. Wrecking the place for joy? That seems like they're doing it for a lady called Joy, but fair enough. Thank you, Core Count. Oh, no, you said toy. Thank you, Scorching and Infinite Axe. What else could we say? Boy's Loy. We've got Boy and Loy. I'm gonna think of a way to get back to them, something that rhymes with way, and then we need something to do with hay because it's wheat related. Ploy, anti-dizzy, yes, wrecking the place. That silent as loy, OMG, oh boy, why are they coming round here wrecking the place? No, I don't, that won't work either. Jeez. Planting these seeds because Minecraft has got needs. Last line could be, I'm going to reap what I sow. Now I gotta go. Get back at them. I need a word that rhymes with way. Jeez. This is hard. Writing lyrics in the live stream is difficult. Sweet poem too. Woo. There's a real cast, thanks. To annoy. Oh, wrecking the place to annoy. Might be too many syllables, but we'll figure it out in a minute. I got to think of a way to get back at them. Hey. Oh, I'm going to use hey at the end, aren't I? Play. To get back at their play, yeah. But that's coming later. Right now, it's just hey. Wow, that's a really bad. That's a really, really bad like pun. Let's see what goes on when we add the sick beat. Are you ready? Looking for pandas. Oh no, it's not that, is it? Oh, I know what I need as well. Hang on. Pause the sick beat. Hang on. I need to put reverb on my voice and everything. Like, let's get a little bit of that. Little bit of that.
1, 2. Oh, is my pitch lowered? Yeah.
1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, nice. 1, 2. Yes. Now it sounds really official. Sounds like I'm in a church or a cave. Maybe not quite so much reverb. You ready? I'm placing this week to replace these beats that crazy tits Tom thinks are so darn sweet. That's silent and sloy. OMG, oh boy, why they coming round here wrecking the place to annoy? I gotta think of a way to get... Oh no, I've lost it. No, those words don't go at all. It's rubbish. The first verse wasn't too bad, but then it all went south. You're gonna have to sing it yourself. I'm sorry. Imagine it sounding really good in your head, and then, you know, everyone's the winner. So when's the album coming out? Says Archangel of Death. Not today, I'm afraid. Not today. Why do we do these things? Why does it get so silly? Here, you can have silly face cam back, by the way. I'm not sweating, you are. That's really embarrassing doing that in front of people. And I know it's like no different from me doing it in a video and then you watching the video, but it is. But it is. There's pressure. Nothing, man, just a bunch of TNT, good talk, don't watch me. Oh, Slack's fault. If I only had the music to that, I'd sing along with that one. I know that one. I can't. If I got the Looking for Pandas lyrics, maybe I could sing that one live. Don't know where the lyrics have gone. They're hiding. Gone. So, oh, there they are. I found them. See, do you think I can? Do you believe that I could do it live, or am I just gonna mess that one up as well? Hands up in the chat if you want to hear me do. No, I don't want to plant beetroots. Looking for Pandas live, and then, you know, some sort of message as to whether I think I'm going to mess it up or not. Owl Girl, Bittle Hopper, that's it. When's your next vid, says Beer Gem? Tomorrow. Wednesdays and Saturdays are when videos come out. Gotta bring in a chorus. I'm picturing you in a field, crops surrounding you, singing Gangster's Paradise. I'm growing all my crops in a Minecrafter's Paradise. Nice. Derusa. Or do Slack's Fault, says. I ain't got the music for Slack's Fault on here, Lofty. Settling Bow, PZ Kirk, Super Dot. Not many, no. Not enough people want to hear me embarrass myself, so it's fine. I won't bother. Thank you for not wanting me to. Actually, no, that was really awkward and cringe, so I'd rather not. No, I completely agree with you. Oh, Mitz has put her hand up now. Oh, I thought you'd be on the cringe bandwagon, Mitz. Jeez. No, we're going to need more than that. I can't just do that on like... There's 158 viewers at the minute, which is crazy for me on Twitch. That's absolutely ridiculous. I can't do it for just like a handful. I'm going to need more than that to really... If I'm going to really embarrass myself by getting it wrong, right? I need I need 158 hands up. It's the only way. It's the only way. If every single person... Alright, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I'm not promising this is going to be any good or anything like the original. Speaking of the original, you can now download it from Spotify and listen to it on Apple Music. You're welcome. Right, are you ready? Miss with many, many hands up. Okay, one moment, please. Allow me to gather myself for a second. Jeez. Okay, so we need... Where's the music gone? Where's the music gone? There it is. I'm looking for pandas. I'm looking for pandas, got me looking all around, chasing down the achievements, I'm hunting jungle down, bamboo, boogaloo, panda eat, panda poo, looking for panda more, make them breed, higher score. Looking for pandas? No, I've only got one panda. Must be more somewhere. I'm looking round the jungle, chopping ocelots, ripping parrots' heads off and making miggies pop. Problems with the mob cap? Something's not quite right. I did a server restart, but it's putting up a fight. There's two big pandas, no way they're pigs. What you playing at? Devs making panda mobs with small. With the camouflage there, they're not standing out at all. How am I gonna find one when it all just looks the same? Oh, there's two, but they won't move. Oh, geez, those cows again. Oh, and the music stopped. Jeez. Well, there you go. I did it. And I only messed up. I said miggies instead of piggies, and I think I said something else as well earlier on. But I think that was pretty good. Background vocals by Mr. Pickles. There we go. Hooray! Looking for pandas, says Matt DL. And if you want to hear how that really sounds, then you'll either have to watch my video or... Oh, I'm still got reverb on. Or go check it out on Spotify or iTunes or... I think they're even on YouTube Music. They're everywhere. Oh, a round of applause. Thank you very much, Owl Girl. I appreciate you all making me do stupid stuff. Is it on iTunes? It is on iTunes. Yep, 100%. Just search for Foxy No Tail. I currently have 4 songs listed. On like I said, trying hard to make more. Maybe I could make a wheat one. A wheat and beets. There's just too many words that rhymes with wheat and beet. Although you need to get clever sometimes and try and rhyme 2 words to make it a bit more interesting than just rhyming the same word all over. Like plant beets and then 2 words that rhymes with plant beets rather than just beets. So you're rhyming more words. The applause was me, but whatever, says Mitz. Who did I say it was? Oh, Owl Girl, it says applause from audience. Sorry, Mitz. Sorry. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Literally right below it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mitz. It wasn't me. They made me do it. Blame anyone else, not me. Don't blame Mitz though, because she's got a command for that. It's the only one that works. The song When You Were Looking for Magma Blocks was funny too. When we met the friendly ghast. I can't even remember that one. I don't think that would have made a good rap song. I don't want to place beats. I want wheats. I want beats, not wheats. Because I want it looking neat. To place all of these is going to be quite the feat. I can rhyme wheat with beats, because that's really neat. Do you think, Pete, I'm off to play golf now? Where's my cleats? Thank you, Matt D. Amazing. What's your favourite Minecraft farm? Says Beer Jemp. My favourite Minecraft farm, I think, is still have to be my Guardian farm. That's my favourite. That's the one I'm most proud of. I mean, the one that brings me most joy is probably my iron farm because it brings me lots of iron. And I quite like the meat waffle because it's got a silly name. But yeah, I think overall, my Guardian farm. Oh no, I'm planting more beets. Stop. There's no escape from these beets. But all I really want is wheats. You could try a sad country song. I've got. Mitz has heard them. In fact, there might other be people in this live stream that's heard them as well. But I used to write music a long, long time ago. And I've got quite a lot of, like, proper songs. They're not available on iTunes or anything like that. But that wasn't as Foxy No-Tell, and they weren't silly. Although the Veggie Barbecue was silly. Veggie Barbecue was very silly. But apart from that one, they were not silly songs. But they're really embarrassing. Very embarrassing, and they're not the sort of songs that would make it onto Foxy No-Tell YouTube video. I thought for sure I was going to hear your expert level 99 lava farm. It's just so convenient, says Arcuve. Well, it is, but I mean, that's so good. I didn't want to include it because it just seems unfair at this point. Foxy knows how to drop the beats, says the lack of hydrogen. Beat, bad, wheat, good, says Beer Jemp. I love Veggie Barbecue, says Jesse. Veggie Barbecue was so ridiculous. I don't even know how that came to be. I remember doing it. I lived at my mum's at the time. I was in between relationships, let's put it that way. Back at my mum's house. And I had a MacBook Pro at the time. And I had a really rubbish, like little, it was called Proddy Keys. It was by... I don't think, maybe it wasn't those. I had a rubbish keyboard basically hooked to it, and I normally do all of my own. Well, I think I did for Veggie Barbecue. I was going to say I normally do all of like my own music as well. I don't normally use loops or anything like that, but I seem to remember for Veggie Barbecue, I think I was using like looped effects to make the background music, but I couldn't think of anything interesting, and my mum was in the house, so I didn't want to sing properly, and I didn't have a microphone set up, so I was just literally just like singing into the computer microphone, the laptop microphone, just stupid words in a silly voice, and it just sort of became a thing. If you haven't heard Veggie Barbecue, then what are you doing with your life? That could probably go on. I don't know if I'd get cancelled for Veggie Barbecue anymore, would it? Because it's being a bit mean about vegetarians. But that could probably go on my Foxy No-Tell album, I guess. I love them, says Mitz. Foxy, did you hear that they're fixing frogs eating goats? No, don't tell me that. Lies. I don't believe you. Nonsense. It's impossible. Why would they fix such an amazing thing? I saw one developer going, oh, you know, it was an accident due to redundant code. And I'm thinking, no, I've seen the behavior pack. It's not an accident at all. There's no way you can accidentally type goats in as an animal that frogs will eat. That's not an accident. You might have forgotten to take it back out again, that being the accident, but it's not an accident that was in there. It didn't happen by some weird coding bug. Oh, so for some reason? No, sorry, mate. Don't you tell lies, developers. You did it on purpose, and you forgot to take it out.
Just subscribed.
Matt D! No, Maori Miner, even, has subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate you. Thank you. Frogs forgetting test code is kind of an accident. Says, yeah, but the way they wrote the tweet was like, it was like surprising that it was in the game, like it was an accident that goats could do it at all, and it's just not. I could understand them leaving the test code in 100%. I've done that plenty of times myself, just with add-ons and things, so that I would completely utterly be like, yeah, I understand, my friend. I feel your pain, but it's not how it went down. Hi Foxy, what is your top 10 farms, says Rex 8 Stone. I'm afraid I don't have that list with me at the moment.
GB just subscribed.
Top 10 farms, I don't know.
That's longer than most jobs I've had.
Does anyone actually have a top 10 farms that you can just list off the top of your head? Is that a thing? Am I weird for not having a top 10 farms? I don't think I've ever even considered what my top 10 farms would be. I don't really generally rate farms for how much of they, I like them. I build ones that I need rather than I don't know, maybe I just don't get excited about it enough. Like, I know a lot of people still get really excited about stuff they see in Minecraft. Wow, you can do this, wow, you can do that, I really like this, but it's just a farm. It serves a purpose. It's like saying, what's your favourite top 10 toothbrushes? I don't know, just a toothbrush in it. I'm sorry. Iron Farm number 9, Gold Farm, says Matt D. A dev thought it would be funny and accidentally left it in, says core count. Someone made a good point, and they said maybe that they were like in place of fireflies. Iron Farm times 9, says Matt D. What? I feel that not having top 10 farms was superfluous. I am weird not having a top 10 farms. I am weird. What? Very confused. Right. Japes has subscribed with Prime for 14 months. Thank you very much. That's longer than most jobs I've had, says Japes. Well, that's a good admission on your part, but maybe a point to consider. There's changes you should potentially make in your life. Maybe a point of reflection there. Who knows? Well, I'm happy with the progress we've made today. We've not achieved a massive amount, but I mean, I guess we have. We've now got water where we wanted it. We've got more work to do in terms of making it all sort of jankified and gross. But I'm happy with the progress we're making. It's slowly but surely getting somewhere, this base. Lol, 8 years in the current job, says Japes. Well, there you go then. You're all good. Streamlabs has timed out Mike on Switch for writing his top 10 farms. Number 1, Iron Farm. 2, Gold Farm. 3, General Mob Farm. 4, Kelp Farm. Kelp Farm 4! 5, Sugarcane Farm. 6, Bamboo Farm. 7, Fish Farm. Ink. 8, String Farm from Spawner. 9, Bone Farm from Spawner. 10, Moss Farm. What? Your top 10 farms are completely wrong, Mike on Switch. I know they're your top 10 farms and completely your opinion, but they're all wrong. I'm sorry. Hey, what's the recommended level for beacons now, says Lord Dragon. Still as low down as you can, I think. The problem with beacons is if you go below them, they don't work, do they? So it depends what you want to dig, I guess. There's no recommended level for them. It doesn't matter what level they're on. Just if you want to dig above them, they need to be below you. Lack of Hygiene says, I think it would be hard to decide my favourite farms, but I could easily list off my top farms by usefulness or easiness. Number 1, Giant Wheat Farm from Isu. Where was the Guardian Farm, says Jakesy Brew? Potato Farm for the win. Where was the Guardian Farm? Oh, man. It wasn't even in caps, says Mitz. I know. But he only got timed out by Streamlabs for 1 second, which is completely pointless. Why? It's going to take him more than that to start writing his next message. Stupid system. The Carrot Farm didn't work. He's number 1, says Lovedy. Can beat a Mitz mod, says Michael Switch. Lord Dragon says, I was going to hit Bedrock, but didn't know if the new world gen messed with them. Thought I'd ask a pro. Oh, I haven't tried them all the way down there, but I guess so. What's your favourite colour? Oh, wool colour, says Beer Jemp. Probably white because it goes with most stuff. I generally find myself using white wool if I ever use wool, but I hardly use wool at all, to be honest with you. I don't like the texture on it anymore. It was great when we didn't have alternatives like concrete and all of the wonderful different coloured blocks that we get these days. But back in the back in the old days of Minecraft, but now it's just pretty much pointless. Speaking of things that are great, look at that ridiculous bridge. Look at it. Jesse B. I've made a janky stream that's not quite finished, and look what you've done. It's so ridiculous. Stop being so good at Minecraft. Beacons don't work. No, beacons work down at the new world bottom, says he wrong the one. Wool Farm as well. Top 10 list needs revision to include Wool Farm and Guardian Farm. Oh, says Jesse. You're too kind. I don't think I am. I think I'm just good at saying nice things sometimes. Generally speaking, I wouldn't refer to myself as a kind person. Kind. What one word would you use to describe Foxy No-Tail? Here's a list of examples. Number 1, kind. No. Annoying. Maybe. What else is on the list? Modest. Yeah, keep going. Irritating. Yes. Well done, 118. Look at that mountain with the bridge coming off, it says Rayman. It's beautiful. And there's a... What's that tower up there, Jesse? What's going on here? Jesse, why do you have a stick with a lantern on top of it? You're ruining the mountain for... Oh, there's a sign on it. What is it? I need to see... I want to know what it is. Moron, as you have said yourself many times. Yes, that is 100% the best word to describe me. Many. Huh. I can't see it. I can read upside down. What does it say? What does it mean? I need to know. Haha! Furthest point of Jesse's space. Wow. Okay. I see. You've made it possible to read, Jesse. Sign probably just says this is a sign. I think I need one of those nice telescopy things. Right, peeps. Unfortunately, as much as I've enjoyed this and we're having a good time, it is time for me to say goodbye. And I know, you know, I'd hand out hankies for all of your tears if I could, but you're just going to have to hold them in today. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have. Why am I so bright? There we go. My passive-aggressive marker. If your name is scrolling on the stream right now, which it isn't because none are yet, they are now. There we go. Then an extra big thank you for you for your help in this stream in supporting me and the channel. And if it's not, then an extra big thank you to you anyway for just being here and just watching. So thank you very much. Go to Slacks, is Coffee76. Is he streaming? Because if he is, then absolutely. But if he's not, then no, that would be pointless. But he probably is. I think he streams from 9 o'clock every day now. Have a great night, Foxman. Thanks for the great stream. Thank you very much, Jesse. Thank you very much, Mitz. Right, Mr. Lizard, here we go. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, it's already gone. 1, go, goodbye.